Hello, welcome back to the channel as we watch again. As you all know what's been going on in Minnesota, now we have more information. This seems to be a nationwide problem. It seems like another one have risen up in Ohio. As in we are speaking right now, they have made several arrests in Ohio as in connection to the fraud that's been going on. It seems like the system have just a lot of flaws that's been going on, and people are being thankful that Governor Watts didn't get elected to become a vice president in the United States. And also, let's go and see what is some of the information that's been coming up as in lately. Let's go look
Bring
at
in
some of these.
Republican strategist in Miami, GOP committeewoman Angie Wong, and Democratic strategist Madeline Somerville. Thank you to both for being here on this new year, a new era in New York City, if you will. Now comes the governing, as CB just put it. There was a fascinating op-ed in the New York Post. It's really rather scathing, actually, from Tuesday. Being in the state legislature has prepared him only to recite leftist nostrums without having a clue about how the real world works. His glib rhetoric, spiced with anti-Semitism and a roster of dicey aides, illustrate that he doesn't understand how fragile public safety and the economy are. Most alarming, Mamdani appears oblivious to the clear possibility that his pie-in-the-sky policies could produce versions of the fiscal and crime crises the city suffered through. Angie, I want to start with you because this addresses a lot of the things that Republicans were so concerned about when his sort of meteoric rise happened and this remarkable campaign got underway. Your thoughts?
Yeah, and I think Michael Goldwyn is right to say this, and I agree with him because New York City, and anyone who's lived in New York long enough, we've seen this movie before in the 1970s and the 1990s when the city was bankrupt and we had to fire teachers and we had to fire police officers. This can't happen again, and I hope Mamdani, although he's very young, I hope he can learn from the mistakes of past mayors and learn not to do this again. But his woke policies and his, give everything for free for everyone, that is going to bankrupt the cities. And you can already tell he's looking to pull federal funds. That's why he met with President Trump. I don't know if President Trump's going to really play that way. So I would like to see him actually have a balanced budget to take things out of the woke theories and actually apply it into a busy city like New York. We want him to succeed. We do not want him to fail. As much as Republicans would love the talking points going into the midterms and thereafter, we would want to see him actually succeed because New York City is a financial capital of the world. We cannot have this fail.
Madeline, Mayor Mamdani, day one, will he prove the naysayers wrong?
Let's go see what they have been saying lately on this Minnesota case and what's been going on. Let's see what's. I heard Trump has been
check what he does. You can just
tightened way more, and he plans on staying on this immigration thing.
Taking a victory lap on securing the southern border. The Department of Homeland Security announcing figures from November marked the 7th straight month of 0 releases at the border. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the president isn't taking his foot off the gas in 2026.
As for the next year, the American people have so much to look forward to. The president will continue to build off of his historic accomplishments. The border will continue to stay shut. Mass deportations will continue.
Let's bring in our power panel now. Former acting ICE Director Jonathan Fahey and Art Del Cueto, former National Border Patrol Council Vice President, now Border Security Advisor for the Federation of American Immigration Reform. Thank you, gentlemen, for talking to me today, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you for having me.
Happy New Year.
All right, Jonathan, I'm going to start with you. I mean, that is an incredible number that there are 0 border crossings, illegal border crossings. I mean, that is unheard of. That is unreal. It's actually hard to believe considering the millions that we would report under the Biden administration. What say you in 2026? Does the president eventually start to loosen up immigration laws, or is it going to continue to tighten the noose?
I don't think he'll loosen them at all. And you're absolutely right how incredible it is that basically we were at a world that we would have 10, 12,000 people a day crossing the border, getting caught at the border, released into the country under the Biden administration. And now the Trump administration has shut that down. But I think it's going to remain sealed, and they are going to have more resources next year. And the great thing about all of this, it's not just the border, but all of us are safer because of it. If you look at these crime numbers, murders are down 20%. We may have the lowest murder rate since 1960. And that's important because 1960 was the first year we tracked murders in this country. It's truly astonishing. We're all benefiting. And I think Caroline Levitt's right. He will keep the foot on the gas and the American people will benefit.
Art, I know one of your biggest pet peeves, just from the many times that I've interviewed you, is the whole past notion of catch and release. Okay, so these people now are being caught and deported, which is a very different immigration reform practice that this administration has adopted as opposed to years past. So now what do you do with those that are still in custody here in the United States, specifically the criminals? Do they get tried here first, or do they get deported?
I'm definitely for the return of the criminals. If you are in the United States and you are here committing crimes and disturbing communities and peace, I'm definitely for that. But for the ones that have been here for the longest, that are hardworking people, that work and law-abiding citizens, and have built their families here for generations, I am against getting those ones home. But if you are definitely here committing crimes and disturbing the peace and doing fraudulent activities, definitely.
I think you kind of try to figure out what types of crimes they've committed, and you try some of those and you make them pay their debt to society in the United States. Others you deport, because you have to pay attention on what crimes they've committed. You can't just deport everyone and not have them pay a price here, because what they'll do is they'll turn around and try to come back in. But one of the big things that we need to really look at, and what President Trump has done, is he's managed to bring those numbers down. Our border is now more secure than it's ever been. And he didn't start from zero. He started from the negative. The last administration allowed everyone to come in just by saying asylum. So he started from the negative. He secured our nation's borders more than anyone else has. And he continues to do so with all the naysayers that are out there, with the politicians that have proven that not only do they hate President Trump, but they've proven that they hate America and they hate American citizens because they haven't done anything for this country to keep it secure. President Trump, we have witnessed something that has never been done before. And at the same time, I admire the president because he didn't even have to do this. He did it because he wanted to make sure the country's secure. So I'm very excited for the next 3 years. I'm definitely excited for the short run of this next year and see what's going to happen. But he's just done amazing already on the borders as it is.
Yeah, Jonathan, border crossings plummeting under Trump. DHS has announced that year over year, border crossings are down. It's incredible. 93% in illegal aliens removed by DHS, over 622,000. And that doesn't include the approximate 2 million that have self-deported, which is quite impressive.
I wonder what the deportation looks like for America. I know for other countries, when they do stuff like this, they will send you home with some amount of money to make sure you are not just sent back with nothing. I don't know how that works for United States.
Yeah, it really is. And that self-deportation number, I think, will continue to grow up because people know they're not going to be able to stay here and they're going to get caught and arrested. But one thing that's important with the 600,000 number, 400 and I believe 23,000 of them had criminal records. And that's a big reason why we're having a major crime decrease. And the other thing that we should look at next year, overdose deaths are going to be down dramatically also because of Art and his guys and President Trump.
Yeah. No, kudos to the guys on the border. That is one of the toughest jobs right now. Jonathan Fahey, thank you very much. And Arthur Cueto, great to see you.
So that's the update for today. I'll be back again. There's another video I want to talk about very much. I'll be back again to talk about that. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And if you're not following, follow the channel, which helps us a lot. Thank you.